I had planned to come here with some positive energy today. I wanted to sprinkle some love and light, maybe help us all see the light at the end of the tunnel. But then I checked my bank balance and I was in shock. You know that kind of shock that makes you check your recent transactions and all your debit alerts because you're almost certain that someone somehow stole your money because the math is not adding up at all. Fortunately or unfortunately, I realized that I did all the spending. And when I traced where the money was going to, a huge portion went to the purchase of fuel to power my car and my house mostly. When God said, let there be light, Nigeria missed the memo because our lived reality is one that counts electricity as a luxury. According to the International Energy Agency, Nigeria's national grid collapsed 46 times between 2017 and 2023. We already experienced our first collapse for 2024 on the 4th of February. Right now, the electricity situation is so bad. Now, most of us have been surviving on fuel and diesel. And how much do these cost? Fuel is approximately 615, depending on where you're buying it. And diesel is at about 1,500, which is quite ridiculous. Now, we all grew up, a number of us, to the phrase, up NEPA, a phrase that often signaled that electricity was available. Until today, up NEPA is still a phrase that is used because of the inconsistency of our electricity. But like our South African brethren will say, load shedding. Previous governments in Nigeria have promised to fix our power problems, but even they didn't have enough power to fulfill their promises. Several ministries, departments, and agencies of government, including our seat of power, the presidential villa in Aso Rock, were under threat of being disconnected from power supply and thrown into darkness due to a 47 billion naira debt owed to the Abuja Electricity Distribution Company. It took them being publicly called out for efforts to be made to pay the debt. So, yay! Let there be light in Abuja. Oh, there's a silver lining in all this darkness as Governor Alex Otti has facilitated the launch of the 188 megawatt geometric power plant in Abia State. If projections go as planned, this will change the trajectory of doing business in Abia State for both locals and for foreign investors. This has inspired hope for residents in Abia State, even as some residents in Imo State have expressed a lack of hope in the ability of Hope Uzodinma to sort out Imo State electricity challenges. They are asking about the proposed 10 megawatt Otamiri Dam project, which he had pledged to the people of the state in 2022, and almost 2 years later, the project seems not to have made much progress. In July 2022, the Senate signed the electricity bill that allows states to generate and distribute power, as well as solve the sector's challenges. State governments, how far? Today, my heart goes out to business owners who depend on electricity for their businesses to run. Well, almost every business needs electricity, some more than others. I wonder how businesses are faring in these trying times. When will we finally sort out our electricity problems? Third world countries have stable power supply. Even countries at war have electricity, but we're still here waiting to shout up NEPA, even as the world is shifting towards renewable energy. My heart goes out to the everyday Nigerian that needs electricity for their homes, but have had to resort to buying fuel and diesel constantly. It's not as if you can even open your windows and be all right. The heat is too much. When we are getting it hot from the economy, the weather is playing supporting act. When will Nigerians breathe? As I wrap up, I just want to ask, how are you? Sadly, I almost already know the answer, but please, hold on. Don't give up. It may not look like it now, but the sun will shine again. I wish I could share some good news today. I really did plan to, but let's try again on the next episode of Which Way Nigeria.